Hello everyone, my name is Szamer and this is Drew, one of the developers from A Little Bit Lost. So tell us about your game.
So basically it's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but survival voxel game. So you've been shrunk down to a tiny size, and you're now going to survive in the world you find yourself in. So it's took a lot of inspiration from other survival games in the genre, so like 7 Days to Die and things like that. But just taking a different take on the theme.
So it's basically those games, but if you were shrunk down.
To a degree, yeah. We're trying to go for some more story elements as well. They're not really integrated yet, but we're focusing on little story bits of content, so like bosses, like the redback spider.
Yeah.
Because the idea is that you've been shrunk down in a molecular diminishment experiment gone wrong, the machine's blown up, it's shrunk down into tiny pieces, and you've got to gather them back.
Okay. Yeah, that seems like a good story, yeah.
Thank you.
So you've got a giant spider. Please tell me there's like giant spiders walking around.
Yeah, it's absolutely in the game. At the moment it just cruises around and kind of scares people a little bit, but that is planning on being one of the bosses that you encounter that you have to take back one of the pieces of the device from.
Alright, so how exactly small are you? Like is it actually is the poster to proper size kind
it
of
is
thing?
a bit stylized. We wanted to do it in the style of kind of the 70s monster horror posters, so like, looming threat from the desert, things like that. So, but we do have a scale scene which we use to make sure that everything's scaled.
Yeah.
One of the things we wanted to make sure that everything seems relatively realistic, that people could submit to the fantasy of the world.
Yeah. That's cool. So do you have like many insects or like stuff that are like threats or like not threats but still scary as well?
yeah. Well, the Slater is one at the moment that just kind of cruises around. In the future it will be the source of a higher tier armor, so using Slater carapace to defend yourself against other threats. We've got ants, which are really passive until you attack them. They travel in colonies as well, they have ant lines throughout the world. Spiders, peacock spiders that jump at you from like really far away and just get at you.
Yeah.
And
Jesus.
yeah.
Yeah, I play horror games on my channel, so this would probably be something like that.
Yeah. It's a little bit that to it.
Yeah, I've got a friend that he can't look at a centipede, or he will freak out and run the other way.
Yeah, well, we don't have centipedes yet. But one thing that is on the cards for us next, I think, is worms.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of talk and
that could be cool.
Well, the world is entirely destructible, so having a worm cruise through underneath.
If you have like an earthquake and then just like a giant worm just comes out.
Yeah,
but it's actually a normal sized worm.
Yeah. It's for like when people dig down, there's not really much that can affect them. At the moment, if you dig down too far, the redback will go angry and just dig down to you with its claws and get at you. But we want to have something to pose a challenge to players that want to live underground.
Okay, cool. So what's it on? Like PC?
It's coming out on PC. At the moment, the build is available on itch.io, so we've got a free build available.
Itch.io, yeah. Okay. I will remember that.
I've got that on card.
And yes.
We are planning for early access Steam release mid next year, and that will be coinciding with the release of our multiplayer component, cooperative multiplayer.
All right, cool. Yeah, I play a lot of itch.io games.
Yeah.
That's my main source of games these days.
It's a good spot for all the little prototypes.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so I'll definitely check it out on my channel.
Thank you.
So is it just like a small demo?
It's pretty much this with a couple extra features added in, a couple of things we're working on and trying to get feedback and metrics from. But yeah, we'd love to have you play it.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I just realized if I play it now, like tomorrow, like on this, that I shouldn't. I'll record it and play it at home. If it's the same as this.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I get a proper reaction and all that kind of stuff.
If you do want to follow our Discord, we're pretty active there, and that's where we'll be following developments. You can get there from littlebitlostgame.com.
Okay.
And follow all the updates from there.
Cool. That will be in the description below as well. Are you thinking about multiplayer at all?
Yeah, so cooperative multiplayer is something we've had in mind from the start. We've built a lot of the components with that in mind. So moving to that is not going to be as big of a stretch as it will be for some games that are developed.
Yeah.
But it is definitely a feature that we want in before people have access to it on Steam.
Okay, cool. Not quite sure if you said it or not. When's the game gonna come out? Like proper release?
Full release?
Yeah, full release.
Like I said, early access release mid next year, and then planning for maybe 2.5 to 3 years in development until the full release. A lot of games following our model, like 7 Days to Die, follow that similar kind of pattern.
That would definitely work with this type of game.
And we're looking to just add more systems and content for people to play with.
Yeah, yeah, and by putting it up like that, you'd get a lot of people saying, "Oh, add this or add that," and give you more ideas.
A lot of people love that format because they can come back to it. Like a lot of people don't have time to just sit and play a game, so they like when they can just go, "All right, cool, new feature, I'll check it out for a bit." Oh, I enjoyed this.
Yeah, like Subnautica.
Exactly right.
Yeah,
exactly
that was a great game to start off with, and then it just like it got better and better.
Exactly.
And, like,
you start off with a decent core that people like, and it seems like the more you work on it, the more people come back to it.
Yeah. That's a really good formula. Yeah. What's your like job for development, and what was like your favorite part of doing it?
Yeah, I'm primarily a programmer, but as an indie, there are a lot of roles you have to fill in. Like I've done the PAX trailer that we used for like promotional to come here, and I do a lot of work with community, so getting community management, managing the Discord, managing like our press releases and that kind of thing. Favorite part of the job is I guess watching people play it and noticing like when my code messes up and I'm like, oh, okay, I need to fix that. But it's a lot of fun to see people just picking it up and really enjoying it. Like, we've been working on this thing for a little while, and just seeing people be able to actually play it and enjoy it is just, it's beautiful.
Yeah, okay, so what's the worst part of the development?
The worst part of the development? Watching people play our games. No, like
the anxiety is.
Yeah. Well, picking out little things that that bother me. May not bother other people, but things I want to work on. I'm a perfectionist, so I love to have things in a state where they're perfectly functional, and it bothers me that they're often not.
That make your life a lot harder.
I'm a perfectionist, but also I don't mind problems, and I create them. So.
Yeah, I'm a student at Swinburne. I'm studying games course and everything, so I've made games. And I know some of the processes and everything.
You'll know more about it.
It gets painful. I spent, I think it was 6 hours one day working on one level, just trying to make it not laggy. Turned out it was just a pot plant that had too many polygons on it and all that. Like someone put like a collider on every single leaf.
Yeah.
I was just like, you don't need that.
Yeah. Like that is a big learning process you'll find. It's just that you figure out what works and what doesn't by just messing up ridiculously.
Yeah. It was painful, but your game looks really fun. I'll definitely check it out on itch.io.
Dude, I appreciate it.
So all the links will be in the description below. If you like it, go and check it out, or follow whatever that we've got up at this stage. Yes, thanks for the interview.
Thanks very much, Dan.
I wish you luck for PAX.
Dude, I appreciate it. Best of luck with it all.
Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.